Hi, this is Father Stark here. Just going to do a quick video on the third shelf of my film collection. And first up, I have The Fly, the Blu-ray. Most of these are Blu-rays. And yeah, it's one of the best remakes ever made. I quickly went on about the original one with Vincent Price, and yeah, also awesome. So the makeup effects on that film are absolutely outstanding. It's one of Cronenberg's best films from the 80s. Really like it. Next one up, The Fog. That's the original John Carpenter one. Another excellent, really eerie film. It's a must see for people who like really creepy films. I think it was recently remade and I believe it's awful. I've not seen it myself, but I believe it's, from what I'm told, it's a pretty bad film. One of my favourites, Falling Down, Michael Douglas, directed by Joel Schumacher. Quite an underrated director due to the abysmal Batman and Robin, but in general he's a pretty good director. He's made some shit films, he's made some excellent films. That's one of the excellent ones. Michael Douglas just goes on a rampage on the way to his daughter's birthday and just goes fucking nuts. Next one, a classic, Enter the Dragon. Absolutely brilliant martial arts film. If you've not seen it, what have you done with your life? It's just, it's got loads of special features, I like all that. It's got documentaries and commentaries. It's just, it's a brilliant film. It's Bruce Lee's only and last American film, which is a shame because he would have been massive. Next one, I've been waiting a long time to see this. I've not seen it yet. David Lynch's Eraserhead. I'm actually waiting to watch this with my brother because we're big David Lynch fans, and there's no way it's in a slipcase, which is exactly the same. Yeah, we're big fans of David Lynch, and yeah, it only makes sense to watch this one together. Can't wait to see that. Yeah, some of these films I've seen, some of them I haven't. Again, this one I'm ashamed to say I've not seen, is Doctor Strangelove, or How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Love the Bomb. Peter Sellers. He's one of my favourite comic actors, but he's also good at doing dramatic stuff. That's why I like him. He's a really good director, good actor. Stanley Kubrick is a hit and miss director for me. I think this will be one of his good films, but when he does great films, he does brilliant films. When he does bad films, it's kind of don't do it for me. Next one up, Bram Stoker's Dracula. That's directed by Francis Ford Coppola. It's got a lot of special features on it. Sorry for holding this at an angle. Yeah, again, the slipcase is the same. I don't know why. I think they'd be a little bit creative and do a different design, but I didn't. But yeah, it's a good film. Gary Oldman's excellent in it, and Keanu Reeves has one of the worst English accents imaginable. Next to Dick Van Dyke is just, his accent's just ludicrous. Oh, by the way, I've got a new microphone here, so hopefully the sound is better than any previous video I've ever made. This one is I think this is a modern British classic. The Disappearance of Alice Creed. If you've not seen it, it's pretty much just three people. Two robbers, two kidnappers. They kidnap this girl who's got a shitload of money in order to try and blackmail her dad. And it just goes from bad to worse. It's just the three people in the whole film, and it's brilliant. It has to be seen. Next one is Sam Raimi's Return to Horror, Drag Me to Hell. I really like this. It's really funny in places, and it's got a really scary Hungarian woman that casts the curse. So it's really good. I like this. It's just got this eeriness that you can't really describe without having seen the film, and it's good to see Sam Raimi doing what he does best. Again, he's got his kind of distinctive sense of humour to it as well. another excellent one I like. A very dystopian Escape from New York. John Carpenter again. I'm a big John Carpenter fan. He's done some duds, but in general he's a really good director. That's got all the special features on it. I like all that. It's got commentaries and little featurettes. I like all that. I've still not seen Escape to LA, but I've been told it's not as good. And Kurt Russell, he's awesome. Next up is Tony Scott's The Late Tony Scott's Enemy of the State. Excellent film. Make you paranoid. It's really one of those films that will have you looking over your shoulder. I don't want to give anything away, but if you've not seen it, Will Smith, Gene Hackman, Jason Lee, John Voight, it's really good, really tense thriller. Yeah, I know, I'm just placing all my films on the couch here, but they're safe. I take very good care of my films. Next up, Django Unchained, Quentin Tarantino. Big fan of Tarantino. That's if you've not seen it, I don't want to give too much away. It's probably, in my opinion, his best since Jackie Brown. It's fantastic. Samuel Jackson plays a right bastard in this. So does Leonardo DiCaprio. It's a really good film. It's quite a long film, but it's thoroughly enjoyable. It's thoroughly enjoyable. It's so good. Next up, Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. Awesome film. Fantastic. It's really good. The one thing that destroys it, apart from Kevin Costner and Christian Slater's accents, the theme song. The theme song is just abysmal. It's got all the special features and that on it. Has to be seen. It has to be seen. It's a classic action film, directed by Kevin Reynolds. I thought it was Kevin Costner, but it's not. Next up, Donnie Darko. Very strange film. I think most people have probably seen it. I like the way the kiss has that hologram. This is a director's cut, which I really like. Yeah, there's a lot more added to it. That's the first one there is the original, the one that was on the original DVD, and that's the other one is the director's cut. And yeah, they're both Blu-ray, and what they do, they've also changed they've changed a lot of music in the film as well. So at the start, instead of Killing Moon by Echo and the Bunnymen, it's In Excess's Never Tear Us Apart, which is I love that film, and it sets mood perfectly. It actually it's actually a good replacement for the Killing Moon. Next up, the awesome First Blood. How can you beat it? It's definitely the best out of all the First Blood films. It's just not many special features. I've got a Sly versus Rambo interview in Paris. Not watched it yet. I've watched the film, did not watch the interview. But yeah, it's fantastic. Directed by Ted Kotcheff. All this violence and everything that's in the film, it's guns and explosions all the way through. It's an actual fan's dream, but only one person dies in it. It's just how you have all this violence and one person dies. It's just it's one of these films that's almost synonymous with violence. You know, you think of First Blood, all you think about is massive amounts of killing, but there's only one death in the whole film. It is amazing. Next one, I can't remember this one at all. Fertile Ground. I've got this from the bargain bin in CEX, I think, and yeah, I think I watched it once. I think it was pretty forgettable. Got trailers and stuff on it. After Dark Originals. Well, this is what After Dark Originals films are like. I probably won't check it anymore. But then again, I don't know, maybe watch it another day when I'm bored, we'll see. I've still not seen this one. Event Horizon. I've been told very good things about this, despite it being directed by Paul W.S. Anderson, who's he actually directs Mortal Kombat, and I'm a big fan of that film. Me and my brother know that word for word. I'm actually thinking of doing a film review on it as part of my film reviews channel, so look out for Mortal Kombat in the future. Another excellent one. Where would we be without The Exorcist? Just to think, this although not a video nasty, it is quite linked into them. A lot of people think it is a video nasty, although it was just banned. It was banned for a little while. It's got the director's cut and the original cut in it. It's got a lot of special features in it. It's got commentaries, so I've actually not seen any of that, so check them out. A little note on this is written by William Peter Blatty. He also wrote and directed The Exorcist 3, which is probably one of my favourite sequels ever. It has to be seen, The Exorcist 3, apart from a little bit that's tacked on at the end to link it with The Exorcist. It is based on William Peter Blatty's novel Legion, which is why it's called Exorcist 3 Legion. But apart from this little bit that's tacked on at the end as a cash grabber, obviously, it's an excellent film. It has to be seen, which is the complete opposite of The Exorcist 2, which is probably one of my worst films of all time. Next up, to me, the slightly overrated, Fight Club. Good film, but that's it. It's good. I don't think it's brilliant that everybody says it is. It's got a lot of special features, which is probably more interesting than the film. I'm going to check those out. Got commentaries and all the rest of it. But I don't dislike it. I like it. It's a good film. It's interesting. I'll stick it on if I'm bored. The acting's pretty good on it. It's quite funny. But it's not as exceptional as everybody says. Oh, it's a masterpiece. It's not a masterpiece. It's good. Next one is The Expendables. I've still not seen it. I'm desperate to see it, but I've got to be with a bunch of mates and a shitload of beer for watching this one. I can't watch this one alone. It'd be like, well, you know, this would be like a betrayal. You know, I can do it to anyone. I have to watch this with a group. It's got a lot of special features and that in it, audio commentaries and stuff. I like all that. So when I've got a bit of time, I might check that out. Right, this next one. Everybody's told me to watch this. My friend Chris especially has told me to check out Firefly, the programme by Joss Whedon. He also done Buffy the Vampire Slayer. He's done a lot of successful programmes and films. It's got a lot of special features on it. There was only 14 episodes made, just the one series before it was cancelled, and they made a spin-off called Serenity, which I'll probably check out someday. But I'm definitely going to watch that. I'll probably do a review on the series as a whole someday. But yeah, I really want to watch that. Next one, The Devil's Rejects, sequel to the House of a Thousand Corpses. Rob Zombie, who I think is, I love his music. I think White Zombie and Rob Zombie as a solo artist are really good. I love that. It's got loads of special features on it. It's actually got a documentary on it that's longer than the film itself. There's special features in it actually. Positively probably see them. Yes, I like Rob Zombie as a filmmaker. He's underrated. People say shit. I actually like him. The Halloween remake is actually really good. Halloween 2, not as good, but I still think it's pretty underrated. Next up, it's part of the 88 film slasher collection. I should have mentioned that in my last video. Is Don't Go Into the Woods, and that's number 3. Yeah, it's just such a funny film. You can't take it seriously. Apparently it was meant to be funny all along, but you know, I call bullshit. But yeah, it's a really funny film. It's so over the top and so outrageous. It's brilliant. Next one is Demons. This is actually Demons 1 and 2. Oh. Demons 1 and 2. There's the second one. The Dista one is, I think it's in my Blu-ray player. It's a brilliant film. Again, Arrow, they do all these great special features and booklets, and I'm not going to go through it all, but this is a steelbook. I quite like the steelbooks. And it's got a shitload of special features, which I love. And it's a great film. Now I just noticed that the second one is actually a 15, because the first one is an 18. And it's really gory, it's just brutal. It's so much fun to watch. And the music in it's excellent. I really like the music in it as well. Next up, Toxic Avenger. Not everyone's cup of tea. It is pretty over the top, really violent. This has got a Japanese version on it as well, a Japanese cut. It's got a lot of special features on it. The acting is pretty way over the top. Not everybody might will like that, but yeah, it's really good. It's weird to think that something as gruesome as that was actually made into a cartoon and then a video game. But you know, cautions. Next one is the awesome Brian De Palma's Dress to Kill. Michael Caine, Angie Dickinson. It's a really good film, full of twists and turns, just the way I like them. It's got a lot of special features which you expect from Arrow. It's got your big booklet and the reversible sleeves and all the rest. Excellent film. Brian De Palma can be a little bit hit and miss for me, but that's a big hit for me. Next one up. How can you get an action film with one overt actor versus another overt actor? Face Off. You know, it's just way over the top. Brilliant action film. It's like both of them try to outdo each other in overacting. It's fantastic. It's just probably John Woo's best American film. It's really good. Next up, this was on the Section 3 video nasty list, which means I'll probably do a review for it in the future. Foxy Brown, Pam Grier. I love these blaxploitation films. I've got a big soft spot for them. These are all Blu-rays, I've mentioned that before. It's got your booklet. This is a steel book, and it's got all your special features on it, like you expect from the Arrow films. See that? Loads of special features. Probably spent hours watching them, which is why I love these so much. Next up, getting the other end, is Don't Look Now. Fantastic, grim as fuck. It's just a miserable film, but yeah, it's not for everyone. It's got a lot of special features. It's got all your commentaries and all the rest. I've not heard any of them, but Donald Sutherland, Julie Christie, directed by Nicholas Roeg, based on the book by Daphne du Maurier, who also wrote The Birds. Yeah, it's really grim film. Makes Venice look like a shithole. But yeah, really like it. Next up is, I think I showed this on the last one, but if I didn't, here it is again. That's the original Fly, the one with Vincent Price. For years I used to think this film was in black and white. I was wrong, because I was obviously thinking of Return of the Fly. This is in colour. Right, next what? There's a remake of Friday the 13th, which again I really like. I don't see the negativity on this. I think it's a really good slasher film to be a remake, hardly any special features though. Yeah, it's really good. I like the way it goes from like the first one to it covers pretty much the first three films. Like you see him with the burlap sack on, then you see him with the hockey mask on last, which is one of these things that people think isn't it? They always think that Jason always wore the hockey mask when he didn't. Next up is Final Fantasy VII Advent Children. Now this, when this came out, I fucking freaked. I saw, I first got it sent to me from a friend, and I was like, this is one of my favourite games of all time. It really is. I mean, just to prove it, I have a tattoo of the logo. That's how much I love this game. Next up, near the end, this is like my Bible story of film. This is based on an Odyssey. This is based on a book by Mark Cousins. He's a different star from mine, and my name's Lucy. It's a documentary about the story of film. And at first, there's a lot to tell about this. It started off with a guy wanting to make a couple hour film, just about how film began and kind of the Odyssey. What started off as a 2 hour film became a 4 hour film. Became a 4 hour film, went into a 6 hour film until we've got 5 discs here. It's a 15 hour documentary across 5 discs. and it covers everything. It is just, if you've not seen it, check it out. This is the sale book. This cost me £60 on Amazon. This is a rare item. That's why it's a Bible to me. I don't let anybody touch that. And it comes with this booklet, which I haven't read. I've watched the documentary, but I've not read that. But I have to get on that soon. Next up. Oh, this one isn't mine, but it's Megadeth Behind the Music. I'll have to hand that back. But yeah, it's a great documentary, and it's a DVD. So I'll have to hand that back. Next one, this is the second to last one. Gangs of New York, Martin Scorsese, Daniel Day-Lewis, Leonardo DiCaprio, Cameron Diaz. Got a lot of good special features on it. And it also has that guy. He's in a lot of Italian horror films. He's in a lot of video nasties. Giovanni Lombardo Radici. He's got a big part in it as well. Just thought I'd pop that in there. Right, next up is, this is the very last one, is Dances with Wolves. Absolute classic. It's probably one of Kevin Costner's best films. This is a 3-disc. This is the DVD. This is the only DVD of the bunch next to Story of Film and the Megadeth one. Brilliant film, 3 discs, all the special features. I'm not going to open it because my battery on my laptop's running out. And this is, yeah, that's another thing. This is also done by my laptop. This is done by my laptop today, as opposed to my usual iPhone. So let me know what you think about the sound, the video, and yes, I'll see you for video 4. Bye.